So when I talk about humanity, and I talk about humor, and I talk about faith, I think that those are three ingredients that makes us great. So when Alex Ihama, my friend, says, welcome to greatness, and I know that he has all these three characteristics. He has the humanity, he has the humor, and he certainly has the faith. I never know if he's a preacher or he's a speaker, but I think he's both. So it is my great, great honor and privilege to introduce Alex Ihama, who is going to talk to you about something. I thought it had to do with telephones, but it's called answering the call. Yeah. So, Alex Ihama.
Please appreciate Roberto Houseman. Please appreciate Roberto Houseman. Come on, guys, use your hands before you look at. Use your hands, thank you. Use your hands, keep clapping, keep clapping. Come on, come on. Louder, 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 even louder. I do that all the time if you've heard me speak. And my point is, we can always do better. And it's quite interesting. I go to churches and the pastor will say louder amen. They say louder amen. At the third time I actually opened my eyes and like, so you guys could have said a louder amen? Like, hello? If they say clap for somebody, you do your best. If most of us do the way we approach life, like the way we clap for people, the way we show up, the way we disrespect time sometimes or another, if we do that with your marriage, it won't last 3 months. True of us. Only one person responded. That brings me to my second point. Response is where you actually benefit from what is being said. So, if we say true or false, if it's false, feel free to say false. We're in Canada, nobody will arrest you here. True or false? True. It's partly how I grew up. I was always, if I go home, I said, I got 85%, my dad was like, did somebody get better? I hated that question. I say, yes, who? I say, Richard. That same Richard again, how many did he score? I said, 90%. And you got 85 and you are happy? So perhaps that was really part of what drove me to the end. But now as an adult, actually, I take control of that. I feel that your presence alone should be 100%. Your participation should be 100%. Am I talking to somebody out here? Yes. Am I talking to somebody over here? Yes. Right. So I want to really honor you. I want to appreciate you for showing up. And my topic is answering the call. And as you know, we started late, so I do apologize. But what we've done is Roberto and I are working together to shorten our own presentation, which he did. Thank you so much, which I'm going to do. Thank you, Alex. And then we can pass it on to the other speakers to go on. But let me quickly talk about answering the call. Tell somebody, say, answering the call. Answering the call. Tell somebody, say, answering the call. Answering the call. Let me say this as a point of disclaimer. In the beginning of every year, when we are wishing people, what do we wish them again? Happy New Year. I am actually deleting people from my phone. I'm doing that. Literally, is the time to, I don't only read my closet of suit I have worn multiple times. I read my closet of my shoes and my boxer shorts and stuff, but I also read myself of people who, frankly, are not heading the same direction. Am I talking to somebody out here? Yes. Some of you will excel 100% more if you just let go of some relationship. Yes. Am I talking to somebody out here? Yes. Now, people say, Alex, I thought you were love your neighbor as yourself guy. What you talking about? Love them, but leave them. I don't know, like love them, but leave them. I didn't say hate them. Right? Did he not say birds? Les Brown often say, if you keep working with 9 broke people, rest assured you're going to be the 10th broke person. True or false? Somebody say amen, right? And somebody's like, man, damn, I got to delete some people from my phone tonight. Okay, so, with the few minutes I have, let me zoom right now on the answering the call. If you hear, now listen very carefully, if you hear right now, and you know, which of course you do, you know somebody and you have their phone number in your phone, just raise up your hand. Like, I know you probably have 1,000 numbers, but one of those numbers, the person is right here. If you call the person's phone is going to ring. Stand up if your hand is up. Stand up, stand up. Okay. That's okay. So okay, good. So if you call somebody on your phone today, I know my dear Papa, you're long distance. Don't use your Trinidad number calling somebody. I'm just kidding. But if you call somebody here today, their phone will ring. Okay, so for the purposes of this exercise, which is only just a few minutes, I will ask you to turn on your phone. I know you said turn it off. Put on the ringer because your phone may just ring. Does that make sense? Okay. Now for you who say you know somebody here, I want you to take your phone and call that person right now. You who, if your phone's ringing, don't answer. Let it keep ringing. Okay, go. Call the person. And if the two of you are standing, I guess one will have to sit down, right? So that the other one will be the recipient of that call.
You calling me? I'm calling you.
Call it. Yes. Thank you for calling. Somebody is actually calling me from here. Okay. Go ahead. I will put your ringer to the loudest. I can't hear no call. No, put your ringer. Okay, mine's ringing. Okay, yeah, I can hear some rings. I want to hear more rings. More rings. Okay. All right. So here's my point. Keep standing. I was expecting more rings and louder rings, but I heard one over here. I heard mine and some of you over there. But you know, in the world we live in today, that is just what is going on. There's so much cause going on that some people, everybody actually now falls into three of this category. Category number one, they just shut themselves up. There's too much call, there's too much email, there's too much want, there's too much, and they gradually shut down, which means they just go to work, come back, maybe open a can of beer or whatever, or sit down and watch some Hollywood Wives or Hollywood whatever show, and that's it. Like the phone could just be ringing on the kitchen counter. They don't even actually answer the call anymore. They don't answer the call to life. They don't answer the call to friendship. They don't answer the call to kids. Right? Am I talking to somebody? If you're following me, say I am.
I am.
Good. So that's one category. They no longer care about what? The car. They no longer care about what? The car. They no longer care about what? I want to get you guys to 98% participation before I pass the mic on. So if you want me to stay here till 5 p.m., I will. They no longer care about what?
The car.
Period. They no longer care about what? The car. And if you're one of those today, I really hope, really hope that at the end of this 2-day summit, you begin to really sift through the car. I'm not saying answering yet. The second category of people is they are confused which call to answer. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes.
Completely confused. Those are my clients. I'm a coach. If you are, just, we can hook up later and I'll coach you now too. But that's true though. They're confused. You'll be amazed at the questions I get. Some of them I can't even, I don't even know where to start, right? I took on this new client and I said, what are your top 7 distractions that's going to distract you from this coaching program? I said, 3 months, I want you to eliminate people, tasks, and you pay me, but for 3 months, I'm going to put you through stuff. And when you sent me the list, there were like 7 things I said, and there were actually 7 female, like lady 1, lady 2, lady 3, lady 4, lady 5, lady 6. Procrastination 7. Like I'm not dissing him or anything, but I'm just making a point. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People are now, people are now confused. The third one is they are distracted. Just when they want to answer this call, guess what happens? Another call is here. It may not be a physical phone call. It may be, right? Just breaking news. There's a lady, my wife's at the way, but one of our friends in a prayer group put in on October 16 on that prayer group on WhatsApp and said, my husband and I made a pact 5 years ago and said we are going to pay off our mortgage. So on October 16, they put in, nobody knew about the pact until it was done, so she put in, celebrate with me. Why? Because what? They paid off the mortgage. Thank you. Somebody's listening. Thank you. So paid off the mortgage. Then October 21st, she said, pray for me, my husband is in the hospital. So, I mean, I was working late that night, and then my wife just called me on the phone. Baby, can you send me Pastor Howard's number? I'm like, I was frantic, and I was like, why are you asking for Pastor Howard's number at 11 p.m.? He says, and they call the person's name, they need to hook up with the pastor right away because the person's husband is in the hospital, is in critical care, and doctor says he's going to die. So, I mean, if your wife says text a pastor's number, I think you'd be really callous to text the number instead of going to her, right? So I shut down the computer and ran off to her, and later on we found out that, she took the son is actually my son's friend, they play soccer together, the two of the best soccer guys on the team. Took the son to soccer, the husband was home, came back, and the husband was sleeping on the carpet, but he often sleeps on the carpet because he was working too hard to pay off the mortgage. Like real, there's not like the wife said it, it's not an opinion, it's what the wife said, that they overworked. So they sleep, the difference is, if he comes, he falls asleep, anywhere he falls asleep, because he's tired, right? So he's sleeping, so she started cooking. Right there, the guy is on the carpet. But he was dying. He had a brain aneurysm. And slowly he was dying. So when the food was ready, he's like, honey, wake up. And he was gone. So they put him on a life support, and finally they put it on yesterday. It was gone. That is sobering. Those are part of sometimes cause some of us answer that may not have been the call we should. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yes.
The person who invited me to Canada decades ago, my best friend, he told me, he says, come to Canada in London. He had 4 pharmacies. He had Zella Pharmacy. He had some other brand that Shoppers Drug Mart. He had who knows where North Bay is? If you know North Bay, raise up your hand. Okay, keep those hands up. You know North Bay. You know from here how far it is North Bay. Okay, then who knows where London, Ontario is? Like, you see the distance. He had pharmacies here, and brands here, and brands here. And, it was in one of his pharmacy locations, and the, receptionist or nurse or whatever, pharmacy assistant, came in to ask a question. And just the way he was sitting on the chair, he was gone. Had to tap on the spot. And the wife called me, I had to do it. That was the second thing I had to do. And that was really tough. I have seen people answering calls they should not have answered. I'm rounding up now. I've seen people answering calls they should not have answered. I've seen people reject calls they should have answered. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes.
Am I talking to somebody?
Yes.
And I have seen people not bothered about calls. It's not about rejecting it now. They just put their phone on silent, and that's it. I don't know if my wife is here. She's not, so I can get. I don't know if she. But she puts the phone in a handbag, and when I really need to get to her, I can't. Who's in that position? Anybody? No. If you're in that position, say aye. Then when she's like, oh, baby, I saw 5 missed calls. You okay? That's when you actually take a deep breath, right? Are you following what I'm saying? So if you call it challenge today to you, is the only true call that I know about. In 3 decades, I've seen people answer this call, and it's kept them alive. It's kept them passionate. It's kept them principled. And that's the call of purpose. Until you discover that purpose which you were created for, you are yet to live. Let me quote Martin Luther King. So until a man can rise above his individualistic concern to the broader concern of humanity, is not fit to live. Right? And then the Bible will say, I know that these are some of you have a reputation of being alive when in fact you're dead. So I want to appreciate you today with my last 2 minutes and say, thanks for answering the call. Tell somebody, say, thanks for answering the call. Yes, thanks. I congratulate each other because this is monumental. As Steve Kerr put on Facebook, he said, this event is going to be monumental. So thanks for answering the call. Because she could have been anywhere. Some of you flew, Julie flew from Montreal for this, just to answer the call. People came from Ajax. Dr. Morgan here flew in yesterday from Trinidad. The wife came in from Jamaica. We have Dr. Arthur who came in from Dubai.
Yes.
Strictly to answer the call. have those two folks right there, came in last night from New York City, strictly to answer the call. Please appreciate them for me. And the rest of you, I'm not sure which area. I know you're in Milton, you're in Ajax, you're everywhere, but you came to answer the call. And I hope and I pray that the call you answered today will continue to usher you along the path of greatness.